Andretti is set to work together with manufacturer General Motors to put together a Formula One bid for Cadillac to join the grid in 2026. Andretti's new team would require F1 and FIA agreement and would not be possible until 2026, but team owner Michael Andretti is confident in a true American bid. Andretti Autosport team owner Michael Andretti has been pushing for F1's governing body to expand the 20-car grid, has moved forward with his plans to put forward an entry, even after a failed attempt to purchase Sauber in 2021 and resistance from F1 teams who have argued that an 11th team would see the revenue diluted. To ease this, F1 introduced a rule requiring new teams to pay a $200 million anti-dilution charge on entering in 2021. Now, following FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem opening the door for new teams to join the grid, a partnership between two American automotive giants has been announced. Andretti's main headquarters would be located in Indiana. General Motors would be their engine and manufacturing partner, with General Motors brand Cadillac making up part of the entry. The team would be known as Andretti Cadillac Racing. Sky Sports News has reported that there would be no chance of a new entry before 2026, and there are other interested parties exploring F1 aside from Andretti. Ben Sulayem spoke of his enthusiasm. Today's news from the United States is further proof of the popularity and growth of the FIA Formula One World Championship under the FIA's stewardship. It is particularly pleasing to have interest from two iconic brands such as General Motors Cadillac and Andretti Global. Any additional entries would build on the positive acceptance of the FIA's 2026 POO regulations among OEMs, which have already attracted an entry from Audi. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali, however, has spoken as recently as November on the other side of the fence, hesitant to expand the grid. With regard to the process related to the possibility of an F1 team to be entered into the championship, of course there's the primary that both us and the FIA have to be in agreement for that. I think the first thing that we need to consider is that this eventual possibility will bring an extra value to the championship. If so, of course we are going to discuss it internally and we'll see if there's any kind of a real potential new entry, which can give the benefit for the value of the championship. On top of it, there is a value that has to be recognized for the teams that are already into the championship because of course they cannot allow any dilution of their financial partnership with the F1 championship. So this is what is written in the Concord Agreement. But mainly the point is, does eventually a new entry bring a better positional F1 championship? This is really about value, and in terms of value from the financial point of view, and in terms of value from the sporting point of view, and if I may on that, it's not a problem to do I think one more team to have a better racing. Therefore we will see, we will monitor the situation. If there will be a real credible new entry team that want to discuss with us, we are ready to discuss, but we are not in a rush position today for that. How does a new team join Formula One? There is no easy answer to this question, as it is a complex process that involves several steps. Here is a general overview of the process. 1. First, a team must apply to the FIA, Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, to be granted a license to compete in Formula One. This license is necessary in order to participate in the championship. 2. If the team is granted a license, they must then build a car that meets the technical regulations set by the FIA. These regulations cover a wide range of areas, including the design of the car, the materials used, and the safety features. 3. The team must also secure the necessary funding to compete in Formula One. This can be a significant challenge, as the costs of competing in the championship are extremely high. 4. Once the team has built a car and secured the necessary funding, they must then participate in preseason testing to prove that their car is competitive. 5. If the team performs well in preseason testing and is deemed competitive by the FIA, they will be allowed to participate in the championship. As you can see, it is a long and difficult process for a new team to enter Formula One. However, it is not impossible, and there have been several new teams that have successfully entered the championship in the past. Andretti Autosport is an American racing team that was founded by racing driver Mario Andretti in 1993. The team has competed in various forms of motorsport, including IndyCar, Global Rallycross, and Formula E, but is perhaps best known for its success in the IndyCar series. Andretti Autosport made its Formula One debut in 2010, when it entered a partnership with British team Virgin Racing. The team raced under the name Andretti Autosport Virgin Racing, and competed in the 2010 and 2011 seasons. However, the partnership was not successful, and Andretti Autosport withdrew from Formula One at the end of the 2011 season. Since then, Andretti Autosport has focused on other forms of racing, including IndyCar, where it has enjoyed significant success. The team has won the IndyCar Series Championship 4 times and has won the Indianapolis 500 twice. Andretti Autosport has also had success in other disciplines, including global rallycross and Formula E. Mario Andretti is a retired Italian-American racing driver who had a long and successful career in various forms of motorsport, including Formula One, IndyCar, and sports car racing. He is widely considered one of the most versatile and successful drivers in the history of motorsport, with numerous wins and championships to his name. Andretti began his racing career in the mid-1960s and made his Formula One debut in 1968. He quickly became a top driver, winning his first Grand Prix in 1971. He would go on to compete in Formula One for over 2 decades, winning a total of 12 Grand Prix and finishing on the podium over 50 times. Andretti also won the Formula One World Championship in 1978, becoming the first American driver to do so. In addition to his success in Formula One, Andretti also had a successful career in other forms of racing, including IndyCar and sports car racing. He won the IndyCar Series Championship 4 times and won the Indianapolis 500 on 4 occasions. Andretti also won numerous sports car racing events, including the 24 Hours of Daytona and the 12 Hours of Sebring. Andretti retired from racing in 1994, but remains active in the motorsport world as a team owner and commentator. Here is information about each of the big car brands that have competed in Formula One over the years. Mercedes-AMG. Mercedes-AMG is a German luxury automotive manufacturer that has been competing in Formula One since the 1950s. The team has a long and successful history in the sport, winning numerous races and championships over the years. Mercedes-AMG has won the Constructors' Championship 7 times in a row, 2014 to 2020, and has also won the Drivers' Championship 6 times in that same period. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, and Valtteri Bottas. Ferrari. Ferrari is an Italian sports car manufacturer that has been competing in Formula One since the 1950s. The team has a long and successful history in the sport, winning numerous races and championships over the years. Ferrari is one of the most successful teams in the history of Formula One, having won the Constructors' Championship 16 times and the Drivers' Championship 15 times. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Juan Manuel Fangio, Alain Prost, Michael Schumacher, and Sebastian Vettel. Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo is an Italian automotive manufacturer that has a long history in motorsport, including Formula One. The team has competed in the sport off and on since the 1950s and has won 2 Grand Prix. Alfa Romeo returned to Formula One in 2019 after a 30-year absence and has had moderate success so far, with its best result being a 5th-place finish in the Constructors' Championship in 2020. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Juan Manuel Fangio, Nino Farina, and Kimi Räikkönen. Renault. Renault is a French automotive manufacturer that has competed in Formula One as both a constructor and an engine supplier. The team has a long and successful history in the sport, winning numerous races and championships over the years. Renault has won the Constructors' Championship twice, 2005, 2006, and has also supplied engines to many successful teams over the years. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Alain Prost, Fernando Alonso, and Daniel Ricciardo. McLaren. McLaren is a British automotive manufacturer that has been competing in Formula One since the 1960s. The team has a long and successful history in the sport, winning numerous races and championships over the years. McLaren has won the Constructors' Championship 8 times and the Drivers' Championship 12 times. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost, Mika Häkkinen, and Lewis Hamilton. Williams. Williams is a British racing team that has been competing in Formula One since the 1970s. The team has a long and successful history in the sport, winning numerous races and championships over the years. Williams has won the Constructors' Championship 9 times and the Drivers' Championship 7 times. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Nigel Mansell, Alain Prost, Damon Hill, and Jacques Villeneuve. Haas. Haas is an American racing team that has been competing in Formula One since 2016. The team is owned by Gene Haas, who is also the co-owner of NASCAR team Stewart Haas Racing. Haas has had moderate success in Formula One so far, with its best result being a 5th-place finish in the Constructors' Championship in 2017. Some of the team's notable drivers have included Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. Racing Point. Racing Point is a British racing team that has been competing in Formula One since 2019. The team was previously known as. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.